Even once I don't pause, it be like say hope is lost. I don't tire to hear them say we go get back to you someday. How I go face tomorrow when I hate to borrow. Find love and remedy and turn around, call me lazy.
Okay, don't do.
Even the song is tired of
Elation not gonna kill me. Come on, Elation. Oh, come on.
I'm happy for you. No, I'm happy for you.
Why are you happy for me?
No, I'm happy for you because at least there's some people that are feeling your vibe.
Oh, they're feeling my vibe, huh? The way they boss brain. You sabi, you are Sabinus, in fact. You are Sabinus. Okay. If I good, you are Sabinus.
Hello, everyone. Yes, hello, everyone. And welcome back to Common Sense for Relationships. Mm-hmm. Yes, we're very happy you're here. And that's everyone that has joined us on all the platforms, on IG, on YouTube, on Facebook. Are we anywhere else yet?
Yes, we will soon be on TikTok.
Really?
Yes.
And Twitter?
We're on Twitter now.
Oh, really? Okay.
You didn't know.
All right, cool.
We're going places. Yes,
we're getting the word out.
We're tweeting on Twitter and we'll soon be viewing on Vuta. That didn't come out well.
Okay, so yes, this week's episode is absolutely amazing. Or should I say interesting and funny, hilarious, comical, but serious. Yes. And what's our topic for today?
No PVC, no flowers.
I told you he was going to say that.
Huh?
KJ. I knew that you were going to say flowers.
No PVC, no flowers. Because it's getting worse.
No PVC, no flowers. And this is really, really important.
Bam.
First of all, do you realize that it's a new month? It's February already.
Okay, it's true.
So, yes, in Nigeria, we like wishing people happy everything. So, happy new month.
Happy new month.
Yes, to our friends and family everywhere, our YouTube family, our Common Sense for Relationships family. Yes. Thank you so much for being part of our January journey. Of course, we just started off towards the end of January, but we're so happy that you're here with us in February. This year is flying. I mean, it feels like it was just a few hours ago that we were shouting Happy New Year. Yeah. But here we are. It's February. I hope that your wheel is spinning. I hope your engine is in motion and that you are already beginning to accomplish
great things.
Yes.
Accomplish great things.
This is
like like me now, as me am now, as I am, that I am, that as me am now.
Okay.
Okay. I'm accomplishing great things, because if you look at me now, you see that some things are coming out. I'm trying to achieve the Wolverine.
Is it
the
just
Wolverine
wait?
effect.
Is it just these 2 days of going to the gym that you think that some things are already coming out?
Well, you had to go there now. That was not even where I was going.
Okay.
Now, I was even trying to tell them about my Wolverine effect. You can see I'm getting close to Wolverine, even the cuts. I'm trying to build Wolverine effect. Now you now have to go there now. I didn't want to tell them anything until one day, one edition. It's sleeveless. It's sleeveless. I will wear
the tight one.
And the tight one I'll wear.
And then
when I sit, I'll sit like this. Because my hand cannot come down because I'm building muscles. So I'll just be like this. That's how you see me.
Okay. I look forward to that, but not to the sitting. I look forward to the other things, but not the sitting. Okay. So everyone, it is February, the month of love.
Yeah.
The month of love. And this month is as in, but we know February to be the month of love. But for us in Nigeria, this February is not just a month of love.
Okay.
It's the month when we elect our next president and some other key positions in government will be elected.
That's why we call it love in the time of election.
Is that not the name of a movie, Love in the Time of Cholera?
Yes, it's a book. It's an old a book that was written in was actually written in I think 1985 or something like that. Yeah, it's an old movie. It was acted in 2000.
Love in the Time of Cholera.
2005 or 2015, something like that. Love in the Time of Cholera. Yeah. Good book. You should check it out. The movie too. For all of you that like romanticism. Those of you that like romanticism.
Oh, yes. Hey, someone on IG says, I'm just confused about who to vote. We're coming. We are going to get to that point. But
I'm not confused at all. At all.
Right
my obedience is complete. I'm not very confused. But we'll tell you who to vote when we get there, but I'm not confused. So go ahead.
Yes, so we are going to have Valentine's Day on the 14th of February.
Okay.
And then just about 2 weeks later, right? Is it 2 weeks? 25th.
25th.
Yeah, almost 2 weeks later, we are going to go and vote. I hope that you have done. Now it's 25th.
25th. Look. No, one week later, after Valentine.
Okay.
Yes.
So I hope that you have done your role as a citizen to get your PVC. And then to prepare yourself for that day, find out where your center will be and so on. And then just stock your house. Like, it's not a matter of I was looking for food on the day of election. Whatever it is that may be an obstacle, please address it so that day you will be ready to vote.
Yes.
While on the subject, please share this link.
The first person you should vote for is vote Anietie Bature for subscription. Yes, so vote for her, vote for this channel, and vote for me now as her supporting subscriber. So we're all voting like this. The same way, if you see one thumb like that is on the channel, just click it. Thumb is thumb printing. So your subscription is your digital thumbprint.
So Debbie, welcome. Timora, welcome. We see you. The Queen Deborah, we also see Ife Gold, welcome. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining the call on time. And thank you also T Smiles on IG.
On IG,
and all our friends on Facebook and everywhere. Jim Moski, we see
Jim Moski's here.
Yes. Now,
Hi, bro.
You see all that has been going on. I just some high points. I would like to share some of the interesting things that I found out have happened over the week or during the week with all that is going on. It's interesting how in what looks like a crisis, in what looks like a very chaotic situation, some people still find opportunities, right? So to touch on the 3 key issues that are disturbing us right now in this country, let's look at the PVC matter. Do you realize that a lady had to disguise herself as a pregnant woman to collect her PVC?
Oh, it's not a small something.
She had tried many times before and it didn't work. And she decided to disguise herself as a pregnant woman and it worked. Interesting. So that's somebody who observed.
The person,
paid attention to trends.
But the person
analysis.
But she was very deliberate. She was very deliberate because she said that if I just leave these people like this, they will still do me strong thing and not allow me to collect my PVC.
You want to play the video?
Should I play it? No. Okay.
No. Okay, so that was interesting. Kudos to that woman. That was a smart move. Okay. wait. Jimoski says, if PK don't have PVC, he should sleep in the guest room till further notice. Don't worry. We've had PVC since when
I told you when I said no PVC, no flowers. I'm trying to let you know that we have to decide now on those people on this call that are watching. You need to tell us this Valentine, what will you be sharing? What will you like to receive? Will you like to receive your PVC or you want to get flowers? And the guys, if you are giving, would you prefer to give your lady flowers or you prefer to help her hustle how to get her PVC?
Well, we'll talk about that more.
We're talking about it now. So, but let's be going there.
Okay. Then the next interesting thing. So you know how people have been queuing to get money from ATMs. There was someone who did something interesting. She didn't have any money. But then she had time on her hands. So she went and joined the queue. And she found out that some people would come and they're in a hurry. And she would say, I can sell you my space. And they'll say, okay, no problem, 1,000 or something. They agree on a fee. They pay her. She moves to the back of the queue. And then continues moving forward until another person comes with the need. And at the end of the first day, she had made 12,000 naira.
Oh, but it's business opportunity. So it's that we see in the midst of the crisis, the chaos, and all other C's that you can put together to tell you that things are not going well in this country. People are still finding opportunities.
Yeah. I mean, it would be interesting to see if some people fell in love while they were on the queue.
While they were on the queue, because they just queue everywhere. There's queue for so this one you have told you queue for PVC. Now you have told them queue for exchanging naira to naira. Please, if you know what the current naira to naira rate, the current rate of getting naira in naira is only in Naija. This kind of things can happen. Please, if you know the current rate, please type it in the comment section. Let's see what the current
the serious matter,
because we don't even want dollar again in this country. Just give us our naira first. Let's be able to get so.
Indicate one says, I already have my PVC, so flowers can come in. Yes, you're ready. Correct.
Yes. Okay. Now we'll get PVC with a date.
Then now the last one on fuel queues. Someone observed that there were, of course, a lot of queues in her area, and she decided to start selling food to the drivers.
Are you guys
because really the drivers don't have an option. They can't leave the queue to go and buy food, right? And even if they said, I want to keep my car, it might move before the line might move before you come back. So if you want to say, oh, I'm getting an Uber, I'm ordering, you're losing money. Then someone comes along and tells you, hey, buy food. So she became the fuel queue food seller.
It's an interesting matter to consider. So what do people on fuel queues need that you can supply? Guys, don't be telling me I don't have work. Country is hard. My brother, the country is hard for everybody. I was sitting in a meeting with some people that have money and they are saying country is hard. And I'm thinking to myself, if these guys that have money are saying country is hard, it means that the hardness, the hardship is reaching everybody. So how is this hardship affecting your relationship?
How is the hardship of the country affecting your relationship? And what are you doing about that hardship to make sure it does not continue, to make sure it is not perpetual, to make sure it is not something that is here to stay, right? We have our role as citizens. We can't sit back and just complain. We have to do something to make sure there's a change. And we have an opportunity just around the corner to do something.
And talking about all the things you just highlighted, I had a moment during the week that just was my lowest moment. Yeah. When I saw that video of people struggling to enter the bank. It was for me, it was a low. It was a low. Things are not going right. Nobody's don't, I kid you not, nobody is mixing it up. Things are not going well. But this country is our own. Get it? If you have double nationality somewhere, you probably would have gone. But some of us now only one nationality we get, this country. So you have to find your own way to make it work for you.
Yeah.
Find a way inside the hardship. Find a way. I was talking to someone. He said, I beg, things are hard. I don't have time for relationship. You will find that you are by yourself alone. In the times when things are hard, that's the times you should actually be having networks and connections.
You know, when you speak of this, I just remember the children of Israel when they were in captivity. And then the word of God came to them saying, you know what, just settle down, build your houses, get married, have your children, and when it's time, get them married, because you will be here for a long time. Do you understand? That's an example of what to do in captivity. You know, do you give up in captivity? Do you say nothing is working and so I'm going to put my life on pause?
Or I'm going to jump third mainland? No, because people are getting depressed, and people are getting depressed. People are in serious conditions. People are losing their mind. There are so many things going wrong, and we are not unaffected by it, but we are just trying to let you know that in the midst of the crisis, there's always a way. You have to find a way, because for me, there's hope.
Find that ray of light.
There's hope.
Find that glimmer.
There's hope.
Something.
Think well. Sometimes you think that, it's beneath me. I mean, look at that lady that was just going to money queue and was just selling her place.
She went from broke to 12,000
per day.
One day.
Calculate it. That's 360K per month if she does it every week.
But then we're hoping it will not last long enough for her to make that money. So hopefully she'll find another opportunity.
My sister, while it lasts,
maybe she will queue for PVC for voting.
While it lasts, make the best of it. While it lasts, make the most of every opportunity.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Martins. Martin said, it's not only having PVC that will justify you for class. You must tell me who you are voting for
before I go give you flower. So it's a case of now who gets PVC and is voting for my candidate. We will date.
Yes. So we were talking about hardship, right? And what we need to do to make sure the hardship does not continue.
Yeah.
So you see how passionate we all are about making sure there's a change in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And we know that the lawful way of us bringing about that change is by going out to vote when that day comes. Now imagine that with all this passion, you now find out that the person you are scoping or the person you are dating or the person you're planning to get married to is so, should I say, disconnected from the whole thing that they don't even have PVC. They're not even, election is not on their mind at all. What would your reaction be? As in, they are not concerned. They're like, I beg, whatever happens to Nigeria should happen.
Wow.
What will your response be? Is it something that you are going to take lightly, or is it something that is serious enough to put an end to that relationship? Or is it just something that you say, oh yeah, I see you in a new light now. I see that, okay, you are quite a, in quotes, passive person, or maybe you are someone who we respond differently to challenges. Some people will choose to engage, some people may choose to refrain from engaging, So what do you do in that kind of situation? Please feel free to share your thoughts. I encourage you who are online with us, please just tell me what you think about this matter. What would you do if you find out the person you are in love with, or you're trying to get closer to your prospect didn't even attempt to get a PVC? Not that they tried and could not. They did not attempt. They're not interested. As far as they're concerned, that Nigeria is a lost cause. No hope. No need to bother. Okay, so
we'll wait your comment. While we are waiting your comment, please share the link. Share the link. Share. Share it to your friend, share it to your neighbor, share it to your enemy. Anybody where you know like, send them the link. You don't like them, send them the link. You like them, send them the link. And then subscribe, please. Let us move this ministry to the permanent site. So while we are taking that, there's a comment from Victor Silva.
I beg.
Victor, that's the question I was asking this week. So let's know whether we can do some exchange rate business.
How much is naira to naira now in the black market? It's so interesting. And it's the same thing I was saying. How come there's fuel scarcity, but then there are people that are selling fuel in the black market? Where did they get it from? So the same thing now. How come there's scarcity of the new naira notes?
Yes.
But then there are people who are selling it
in the black market.
Yes, in the black market. What is going on? There has to be something systemic. Some people that are planted in the middle of the process, right? That are supposed to make things right, that have chosen to take advantage of the process for their own gain. So, and this is something that you realize that Nigeria is not just about who our leaders are. It's about who we are as a people. Because you'll see that people that are in positions of influence, positions where they can make an impact, positions where they can make life easier for everybody, sometimes choose to mess up the process
so that they can profit from it.
Exactly, so they can profit from it.
Yeah.
Because you think it's simple, like central bank to bank, bank to ATM, ATM to the people. Print enough, distribute, everybody gets it, right?
Yeah.
But why is it that somebody who should be taking the money to the ATM has chosen to divert it to his friend or something
that is doing POS business?
Yes, because you are wondering, and this is me thinking that central bank, they've done their job. Because if you look well now, it might even be possible that some of the banks that left central bank did not reach
reach there.
Did not reach the other banks. Oh my goodness. It will take a collective effort all of us.
This week I was saying that before we'll be talking about power couple celebrity. Now the power couples, you are a power couple if the guy is a POS merchant and the lady is a fuel attendant. That's the present power couple. Because you have people queuing at your door from 5 a.m. They have been calling you. Their business.
In fact, I saw a skit where a POS lady was trying to buy 3 houses at once. And the person was telling her, "Madam, no be crayfish." She said, "I said, how much is it?" They said 100 million. She said, "I want 3." Oh my goodness. One good thing about us, in Nigeria is that in the midst of all of this, we still find a reason to smile, a reason to more like laugh it off. See, if we did not have that trait as Nigerians, maybe we all would have committed suicide by now. Do you understand? But the fact that even when things are so messed up, right, we find a way to have some reason to laugh. Now, some people say that in itself is bad because they're saying if you guys did not laugh, if you didn't find a way to laugh, you would have channeled the energy to something else, like maybe a protest, some efforts to make the government do what it should do, and so on. But well, I think we have a good opportunity to do something during these elections. So please,
we have a good opportunity. That we're in a season of love. So if you love this country, it's the season to get your PVC.
Yes, that's a good connection.
It's the season of love. It's out of love. I went to go and get my PVC, and out of love, I got my wife to get her PVC. As in, we were sitting down in the office doing online PVC. There's some transference. This thing.
Because we had ours already. We had
to transfer center because this year. We don't
want to trek too far to vote. And we want to be close enough to be able to go and monitor
this thing. So
before we hear they run away with the ballot box.
Wow.
I hope that won't happen this time.
No, I hope it won't happen this year. So it's a season. It's a season of love. But how are you doing it?
Yeah. So Victor says because there are no laws, the lawmakers themselves break the law. If people knew you will get in trouble for any sort of corruption, they may change. Why do some Nigerians behave well abroad? Yes, because they know that there are systems in place to catch you.
To catch you. To catch you.
And to deal with you if you misbehave. Victor, you're absolutely spot on. So some people say that in Nigeria we have laws, but they are not enforced. Well, wherever the gap is, our hope is that in the near future, those gaps will be closed, right? And people will actually be held accountable for their actions, inactions, and should I say misactions?
Misactions. And this is the season to actually determine the future that will make this a reality.
Yeah.
Because our future is in this month, is present. The next 4 years is present in this. So
it's happening now.
It's happening now. The next 4 years is happening now.
It's being decided
right
now.
So Martin said we pray for a better Nigeria. Martins, I'm not praying again. No. I'm getting my PVC. See, I pray. Trust me. I'm not saying your prayer is bad, though, Martins. I hear you. I pray. But in addition to the prayer, as you are getting your bay, a flower or flowers, get that PVC. So that, see, that PVC day, that voting day, is a very good day for both of you to, take loving walks to the voting center, lovingly thumbprint. Do you understand?
And lovingly walk back.
Lovingly walk back. Make sure both of you walk to the correct candidate. Walk lovingly, hand in hand, to the correct candidate, and lovingly drop your ballot. And then you have, as in, just spend the day together, because I'm a man of a preacher of love. So I'm preaching how you will love in this season. Lovingly, monitor.
And then when you finish loving and loving, you now go and be loving each other while you are checking that they're counting the votes well.
Yes, it's part of the love. So the love in this season, is very active. It's an active love.
Yes.
It's an active love.
Yeah. Speaking of being active, we're talking about election, quite all right, but it also is an opportunity for you to look at your relationship and how people respond to different situations. You may say, oh, she didn't get a PVC or he didn't get a PVC, no big deal. But really, it could mean that this is how this person responds to situations, even situations that are critical enough for action to be required. The person may decide to zone out. The person may decide to give up, to quit, to not engage. So you're saying it's just a PVC they did not get. But what if it is just a job they did not apply for?
You're going there now.
What if it is just a child who was ill that they did not pay the right attention to, and it gets worse? You understand? What if it is just security measures that were left unattended to, and there was a break-in, and your family suffered a loss because someone refused to engage, because someone refused to be active about things that are important? We always talk about things that give you an idea of how a person will be. Some people say it's impossible for you to know, it's impossible for you to tell. It's impossible for you to tell 100%, but please, it is very possible for you to at least deduce some, observe, monitor, and be able to say, from what I have seen here, there's a likelihood that this is what I will see in the future. So these are things to talk about. If you're in a relationship and you did this part, and your partner, your prospect, or your whoever did the exact opposite, find out, why is it that we are on these two extremes of the spectrum? Why is it that you did or you didn't, and why is it that I did the other? Right? Try to get to the bottom of it. Get to, why did I choose Mr. A and you chose B or C?
No. Why did I choose obedient? Why did I choose Bala Blue? Why did I choose Batiku?
And you chose the other, because you need to understand there is a reason for the choice. And in seeking to understand the reason for the choice, you get to understand your person a little more. You get to understand your girlfriend, boyfriend, prospect, whatever you want to call them, the significant person in your life. Yes, you get to understand them a little more. You get to know where they are coming from. You get to see how they analyze stuff. You get to see if they are wuru to the answer kind of people.
Okay.
You get to see if they are the end justifies the means kind of people. You get to see a lot of things. So don't just take this lightly. We say love in the time of election. You actually need to pay attention to these details because it will help you to understand yourself a little more, your partner a little more. And you may find something that is critical enough for you to really think about your relationship and say, are we really heading in the same direction? You may find that you differ significantly in your values and in your beliefs. This is an opportunity for you to test. So don't let this opportunity pass you by.
Because the issues of who to vote are actually matters of conviction.
Yeah.
And they can give you an indication of the person's position, mental position, emotional position, situational awareness of his bala blue. But on a more serious note, the truth is when you look at the matters of election and a person's perspective on the nation, it gives you an idea of how does this person deal with serious issues? How does this person respond to serious issues? You know, so all of you that are on the line, please give us an idea. What are you sharing this season? Is it Naira note, fuel? Because I'm thinking that
as per Valentine present.
Yes, right? As per Valentine present. Because this season there's you have to tell us there are many things to share. Because if somebody joins queue for you in order to get
it's a great show
in order to get some Naira notes, and this Valentine wraps in white plain sheet and give you some Naira notes. It doesn't matter how many they are. The new Naira note. It doesn't matter how many. The value. Please, the person has worked hard because it's a day's job now to get Naira note because you have to be on that queue.
So speaking of this Naira note, anyway, I know that in some cases you can't avoid it, right? But I saw a post by the vice president where he was saying children who are going to school, like day schools, their parents give them money to be able to buy snacks, lunch, and stuff like that. You can't give them your ATM card, right? You can't do that. People that are in the markets, people who hawk products and stuff, they're not walking around with POS for you to say, I'll do a transfer. So if you are saying it shouldn't be a problem because it's a cashless society, that's only a portion. It's just a small group when you look at all the citizens of Nigeria, you know, that are in a position where they are able to use those the POS or ATM solve the problem. And in fact, you go to some places and they'll tell you network problem. Hey, so you finish doing what you want to do. It's time to pay, and they say no network, and all of a sudden people are holding you like you can't leave until you pay. It can be so uncomfortable to be in that situation. You have the money, but for that moment, they're treating you like a debtor.
So tell me in the chat, what would you like to receive this season
as Valentine present?
Because some of my guys, they can be sending fuel in jerry can as Valentine present. Because when somebody queue and send you fuel, you know, somebody has said that what they want is bars. Yes, that's money. Somebody join queue and get fuel. Fuel can be Valentine present now. Do you understand? Just give you some jerry cans of fuel, you know, for you to do this thing. So what would you like to receive as your Valentine present? So please let me know. What would you like to receive for Valentine this month? Since we are in a month of love, and I've talked about me, I know what I would like to receive. But
bars, new cash, fuel.
If I say she will buy fuel for her van, I'll buy fuel for my van. tomorrow I say anybody when you get PVC, no be my friend for the next 4 years. You there among people who when one finish me, abi, people kill me. Yeah. So what would you want to get for your val for Valentine this year? Tell us, because there are plenty things that people can queue for. In fact, I had one interesting idea. That's what I want to give you for Valentine.
Me? What do you want to give me?
For Valentine? Let's not share the secret. Let them tell us what they want to.
Oh my goodness. I can't even begin to imagine what it is. So I'll just leave it till whenever you bring it in our seat.
But you know that we don't used to celebrate Valentine.
It's not as if we don't celebrate, it's just that we don't really make it a thing like buying gifts and stuff like that.
How do we so you have to give. I've been in this thing for a while now. Your experience. So you have to give some people that have not been in this thing for a while, and
tell them.
So you don't have anything to say?
Well, let me see. I remember that on one occasion we've gone out. I remember on one occasion you have sent me. No, you bought me flowers. Not flowers. One rose. I can remember it was a rose petal, artificial, but perfumed. Yeah,
I did that.
Yes, I remember.
I'm a romantic somebody.
And back in the day when we used to do surprises, one time like that, you got one of these radio people. Back in the day when we used to do surprises and we used to listen to radio. And that's consistently. Yes, you got one.
And they called your name on radio. I was feeling
your husband is sending you a champagne. Many.
I'm a very romantic somebody. I'm telling you.
Oh my goodness.
I'm a romanticist.
Romanticist.
I'm a romanticist. I've done things so. I've done things. I think we remember that. So you can remember all these things. So that tells you guys, listen, let me tell you truths. That means that these ladies remember the things that you do for them that matter. They remember. So my brother, don't just go and be doing everything for every girl everywhere.
Let me tell them one that you did not do, but somebody else did on your behalf.
Wow.
Before we got married, on Valentine's Day, he was doing brother. He did not even cards. He did not buy. As in ordinary card. I love you. You mean so much to me. He did not buy.
I'm a brother.
It was his mother that redeemed him.
Wow.
I know. Mami got me that key holder. That's pink and red key holder that has the arrow passing through it with a handbag. So when I went to visit, instead of meeting my then boyfriend's empty hands, his mother saved the day. What a wonderful mother!
At that time, the hands were literally empty. It wasn't just the hands, even the legs, and the pockets in the trousers that the legs were wearing were empty. So, my brother.
Oh my goodness! Yes, but it still counted as a gift from you. At least it was coming from someone connected to you. Why are you laughing now?
No, I'm just remembering where we have come from. You know, I was talking to one guy and said, it's difficult to to take ladies out these days. Ladies these days are too expensive. I say, my brother, when you say it's difficult, you're making it sound as if we have not been in trying times. My brother, do you know trying times? Yes, we have been in trying times, and then in those trying times we tried. I'm telling you. See, these are very trying times. So these are very trying times. So in these trying times, my brother, you have to try. You have to try. But you see, the good thing is that a lady that we pass through trials with you, we try with you when the times have been tried, and you have triumphed.
Seller. Okay.
You get it?
Yes, they get it, I'm sure. Victor says, I would like to take 2 days off work and take my kids shopping and camping. Wow. That would be so cool, Victor. I hope you get to do that. Ife says, Yes, so we remember, and we remember the ones you don't do.
Yeah, that's true. That's
oh
true.
my goodness.
That's true.
Martin says key holder to hold you down.
Hold you down.
Oh my goodness.
But you see that key holder, my brothers, you can see gifts that are coming up on the timeline. So it tells you an idea of what to give. There is a key holder, you know. You can also give key holder in case you can't afford the car. Do you understand? You can give key holder for the future in advance. You understand? You say, if I can give you a key holder today, someday a car will follow.
There'll be an actual key to a car. Then it's a promise. Hey, I'm giving you a key holder today as an initial installment.
Oh, but hey,
that in a few years to come, I will on this key holder place the key to a car
in your hand,
and then shortly after the key to a house,
and
then the key to an estate,
Talk
and then
to
the
me.
key to a mall.
Rich mommy.
Oh Lord, somebody. See, if you know how to use this mouth, you can talk and make even the most difficult situations look pleasant.
I know those are part of the things that help you triumph in trying times. Sometimes you actually need to talk yourself out of poverty, like literally talk yourself. You know, I didn't learn how to use my mouth very early in this life, but see now you can't talk me down. No, see you talk me down, I will talk my way up. Are you getting it now? So I will talk my way up. I will talk my way out of any situation. Do you understand?
And you know the interesting thing? They don't charge you for dreaming together.
Oh, so
when you're saying, by the time we're married, we'll live this kind of place, this kind of house, and then there'll be one room for this and one room for that, and our parlor will be this and that, and then we'll have a car before.
We are dreaming now.
You're dreaming, you're dreaming, and then our kids, there'll be one boy and no this, that, you know. All of that is dreaming. No, does anybody charge for that? No. But the fact is, there's something that does, just sitting down and crafting that image together of what your future will look like. I mean, it's
and usually in trying times, in difficult times, those are actually the best times to create the future that you want to see. Do you understand? Because in those times, nothing did. I mean, I was talking with somebody and say, Nigeria, the way this country is, we are almost down. You say almost. At this point, I think we're already down in this country. I don't know about you, but in this country, we're already down. Right? The only thing that can happen now is that earthquake break, and then the ground that we are down open, and then we now enter inside. But we're already down. So it means that this is from this point here, the only way we can look is up. Do you understand?
Up.
So look just talk your way.
As far as the eyes can see. Just look. Just look, dream. Just imagine.
Talk your way up. Do you understand? And that the best is the best time to do that. And there are no charges. They've not started charging for dreams. So they've not started charging. Yes, it's still free. It's still free now, but I'm looking at there might be a way to monetize it. So I'm still thinking about it, because if people don't do it while it's free, it's just like some of the things we're talking about in this channel now that is free. Don't worry. See, she's not thinking about it, but as a businessman that as me am, I'm already thinking about how we can monetize some of the things we are giving for free, because nothing goes for nothing. So that by the time you now see that some of these things that we're giving for you for free, the thing is not costing money, and then you are not saying, but I used to log in to see KB and mommy KB and this thing, and I used to log in for free. Then suddenly now they say you have to subscribe to subscribe to hear me crack jokes. See, I'm talking my way out of my future. I'm just giving an example of how it happens, so that when the thing begins to happen and we are going places and we are changing nations, you will remember this video and you say, he said it that year. So I'm just giving you an example, so we can be talking our way up together.
Yes. Priska says, I would like to receive cash.
That's the gifts that she likes.
I will give
POS machine. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, Victor said you said it. He was a brother in the Lord. He didn't want to
jinx the things. Yes.
The spirit was willing,
but the pocket was weak. Bros, you're right. The spirit was willing, but the pocket was big. I hear you loud and clear, sir. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Yeah, it's really interesting. It's really interesting. These are interesting times, and as we began this series, talking about love in the time of election, it just to try to let you know that we are not unconscious of the environment in which we are, but we are trying to let you know that bad as a bad, if we are still alive and we still here, then we must still survive.
There's hope.
Yes,
there's hope.
Listen.
And your response is completely up to you. That's one thing that cannot be taken from us, how we respond. We can choose to respond by being sad.
Okay.
We can choose to respond by giving up, by being disappointed, by talking more and more and more about the negatives.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And by feeding on every post online that highlights how bad the situation is. You can saturate your life with that information and it becomes your reality. You can also choose to see the positives.
Right.
You can also choose to focus on the positives and to dwell on it such that it's as if these other things are not happening. That somehow, and you know how these things work, somehow you are the one that will happen to be passing by when they're just about to start selling petrol. Or somebody tells you, somehow you heard and then you went, or it was that you said, let me just check this ATM when nobody's here. Ever since they've not had money, and it happened that it was the night before that they loaded it and you were the first person who attempted to come. I mean, you never know how these things happen. Or in fact, people are queuing to go and withdraw their own money. Then by some reason, for some reason, somebody decides to now give you cash as a gift. That kind. See, you create to a great extent your reality.
Yeah.
So my encouragement to all of us, and this is the same thing I say when I engage people in transit and stuff. My encouragement to all of us is, let us hope for the best. And let's back up that hope as we have always done with prayer. And in addition to the prayer, please, let's take action. Let's go out when the time comes and let's vote. And while we are in the midst of all this and Valentine is happening and people are being all lovey-dovey, please don't love with shades over your eyes that you are not paying attention to things like the reason why someone chose to not get a PVC, or the reason why someone has this preferred candidate, and so on. Because those are opportunities for you to understand the person you love better.
And we have just summed it and capped it up. It's an interesting season, right? It's an interesting season. And there's a lot to glean from this in this season. There's a way that adversity exposes character. Should I go there? There's a way that poverty reveals the true nature of a man. My brother. See, when somebody has money, there's a way it can be nice. I'm not saying that money covers all things, but there's a way that poverty shows you who this guy is inside. Do you understand? So we have to look at the season holistically. Whether you are up, middle, or bottom, right? It's a season to analyze.
And check everything.
Yes, it's a season to check everything. Yes. But there's one video I want to play before we go. Something that we gisted last week.
Previously on Common Sense for Relationships.
So this year, we really want you to ask yourself the question, what are you looking for?
It's people do open relationships now.
That's part of what they are looking for. What are they looking for?
Surprise people early in the morning before they use it. When you know what you are looking for, it will help you to know when you find it. If the person is not willing to be your husband, willing to be your wife, why are you still there? You can imagine somebody saying that my ex is now my best friend.
As problem in the paradise I come in.
He's my ex, but we're still best friends. Deciding on the right one combines many things. I hope you're listening. Suitability, compatibility, willingness, availability, feasibility, and sustainability. All right, so that's where we wrap it up for today.
Yes,
Thank you everyone for being with us. Thank you to our IG family and to our YouTube family and Facebook and all the other platforms that will get this.
Yes.
Enjoy the coming week. And remember,
final word from what's his name? He says, Ifegoat says, Val, it's not just for lovers. It's also for Nigerians.
Okay. All right. I don't know if that's what she meant to add at the end, but
it's my addition.
Yes, okay.
It's my adding.
All right, everyone. See you, and remember, common sense
is not
so common. Good night.
And bye. Bye now. We said bye-bye. You don't want to go again. Bye, like cut, action, like close, like we gotta go, right?
Bye, Victor.